I hope this finds you well. I thought today we would turn this ordinary, plain, rather boring lampshade into a little work of art. So what I'm going to do is cover this with gesso, simply because we want the white background in order to accommodate our tracing paper images. And by that I mean these images that have been copied onto tracing paper, so that you get a nice clear background, and all that shows is the parts that have color. So yeah, so I'm going to, as I said, give this a white background for our images. Now I won't make you sit through this while I put on all this gesso. I'll probably put at least 2 coats on to make sure we have good coverage. And then when I'm finished doing this, we'll come back and add our images to make a, for me, this is going into my bed. This is going into my bedroom. So I chose images that, you know, will work well with my bedroom. So I chose this one, which is a little bit dark, but I'm hoping it'll work nonetheless. We don't want it too bright because we want obviously our lampshade to provide us with, you know, some nice light, not too bright. Or for me anyway, I don't like my bedroom lights to be too bright. And this beautiful peacock image, and I have another image with a bee or a couple of bees, and you know, Victorian look. So yeah, that's what we're going to work with. So, and it's easiest to put your images onto your lampshade with, I'm looking for my seam here because I want to start from my seam. It's easiest to use glue stick because, you know, it's a thicker glue, it's not liquid, and your image won't wrinkle as much. I just find with, if I were to use tacky glue or Mod Podge or any other kind of glue, it just is too liquidy and the tissue is just too thin. So I just prefer to work with the glue stick. So now I have to decide which image I want facing out to be, you know, the most visible. And then from there, decide which one goes to my seam, because I don't want the seam out. So let's see. I'm trying to I think maybe the peacock is the one I want in the forefront. Not in the forefront, but you know, facing out. So I think I'm going to start with this paper, this pretty paper. Just slide it on, pushing the wrinkles out. Oh, try to get it on so that it's okay. Let's try a different way. Let's line it up with the top. And then go from there. Now because the lamp is, you know, shaped this way, makes it a little more difficult to line it up with our straight up and down line here. So we're going to go with lining it up at the top. Okay. Now we didn't line up perfectly here, but that's okay because we're going to come in with this Stibilo pencil to outline the edges. There we go. Okay, now obviously we're going to have to start this image and have a little bit of overlap here, which is, you know, just fine. Like this. Like I said, that's fine as long as we can get it so that it lines up. We can always fill this in with other little images. So let's put on our second image. Now if you've got a lamp with panels, you know, 4 panels, it's going to make it that much easier. But we're working with what we have. As I said, we're coming in with our Stibilo, and we can put on more tissue paper or tracing paper images to cover up any spaces that we have. It's not a problem. Now any wrinkles you have, not to worry, we're going to take a blow dryer, and that just about takes out 95% of any wrinkles, and the rest just add character, so you don't sweat the small stuff. Okay. I'm happy with that. Now we'll come in with our image that we're using for the most part for the front of our lampshade. The part I want out from my, you know, showing from my bedside table. Lots of glue stick. There we go. Come in with our beautiful peacock. I'm going to actually cut that off because I want the peacock to show more than this image. There we go. Okay, we're just going to line this up here. I'll let that dry because it's too hard to cut it when the glue is still sticky. So we'll just fold that there. Now I want, again, the peacock to show up more than this one. So I'm going to again line it up. There we go. Now we're going to give this a few minutes for this glue to dry so I can cut the image off, and we'll go from there. So we'll be back in a flash. So I've applied all my images. Now you'll see there's little spaces here, and as I suggested, we can just cover those over. Now I cut off a bit at the bottom here. I have excess, which I wanted, and then I'll fill in these areas with this cut off. So, and I've also come in with my blow dryer, and I'll show you just how easy it is to get these wrinkles out. I think what happens is the blow dryer heats the glue stick, which sort of melts it, makes it a little softer and easier to smooth out your wrinkles. So don't mind the sound of the dryer for a moment. I just want you to see how easy this is. Now, as you can see, we have next to no wrinkles here now. It's almost totally smoothed out. So, like I said, not to worry about the wrinkles. Now, I'm just going to add a little glue stick up here so we can put our little cut off, I think this way, onto our area that didn't get covered, didn't quite get covered. I think if I move this, there's only a little bit here, so I think if I move this here, we should be okay. No, I think I better do the whole thing. I don't want it darker just in the one area, so we'll do the whole thing. Try to have it look intentional. There we go. Okay, smooth that down. Then we're going to just add our glue stick at the top here and fold this over. Oh. Fold it too hard, I guess. Live and learn. Okay, so I guess we should wait for that to dry, and then we can do that. We can come in and either cut it off or fold it over, or, you know, I guess we could do it now. Just be more gentle. Be more gentle. A lot to be said about gentleness. Okay, now we'll do the same down here. I'm just finishing up my Stibilo pencil work. Stibilo is an oil-based pencil. Something I find I don't know if I could manage without now. And as I said, it'll, you know, cover over those areas that are showing up a bit white. And it gives your piece a sort of distressed, older, antique-ish kind of look. So it's very helpful. So that's about it for this. Now what I'm going to do is spray it with a Kmart varnish. You can find this at Walmart and Amazon and Michael's, most art and craft shops. This will give it a finish and a protective coat so that your image doesn't fade, and you know, you can dust it off. It makes for a smoother surface and the dust doesn't gather as much on your piece. So it makes it easier to clean. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Would love a thumbs up and subscribe if you're so inclined. And I hope you folks have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.